freshness. Tupperware really locks it in. Tupperware really locks it in.
That's right, folks. I'm not a Tupperware lady, but I'm a Tupperware guy. And thank you for tuning in to Mr. TuppaLuva's VIP Adventures. So today, or this evening, we're going to do a quick cake. We're going to be doing a cake in the microwave. This is a Betty Crocker. Now, I know my Tupperware people out there are probably turning over in their Malder mates right now, because we always make things from scratch. But tonight, I'm going to show you how to do a quick dessert that's really quick, okay? So anyway, this is a gluten-free recipe. I've never used a gluten-free recipe before, so I'm going to be checking on it. If I weren't using a gluten-free recipe, I know it would be done in 8 minutes. But since it's gluten-free, I'm going to have to check it at about 4 to just see what it looks like, and then I'm going to go again. That's right, Carrie. Carrie says she loves cake. So let's see what we got here. So gluten-free cake is golden, and it says we need 3/4 cup water, a 1/3 cup of butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 2 eggs. Since I can't crack an egg to save my life, I do all that stuff off camera. Let's be real, okay? And yeah, it says heat oven to 350. We're not going to be doing that. It says beat the cake mix, blah, 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 in a blender. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to be using our whipping mix that just came out this past year and is new to Tupperware. And I love it, and it's beautiful for pancakes too, because see, it has the handle and it has the pouring spout, and it has a high and a low gear. Because the recipe actually says on here that I need to, in a large bowl, put all the stuff in, blah, 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 blah. On low speed, 30 seconds, and then on medium speed, 2 minutes. Okay? Now that's usually with 2 beaters. You know, because on your mixers and stuff like that, you have your stand mixers. Because I do have a 300-pound KitchenAid stand mixer. But this has 3 beaters on it, and not just 2. Okay? So we're going to see how that works. And then it says put it in the oven for 39 to 40 minutes. Or up to 44 minutes, and yeah, that's not going to happen either, because if I'm doing it here, it's going to be under 10. Okay, so what are we working with today? Okay, I'm working with the MicroPro grill, okay, guys? So that's what I'm working with today, the MicroPro grill, as usual. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be showing that MicroPro grill for the rest of the week. And then next week I'm going to switch, okay, to something else, okay? So what do we have? I have the ring. So I'm going to be using the ring to do the cake, okay? So I have the ring, and then here's the MicroPro grill. And again, this is the grill that you use in the microwave, not in the oven and not on the stovetop. But it's actually metal, and it fits in the microwave. And I'm going to do a cake in this, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put my ring in now. Okay, so now I'm going to get everything put together. So let me see if I can make sure the camera's on. So, Tupperware whipping mix. I hope you can see that. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing is putting in the wet stuff first, just so you know. So I have all my Tupperware measuring cups, and the thing I like about Tupperware measuring cups, you get 6 cups. If you go to your kitchen right now and you look at your set of measuring cups, most people have 4 measuring cups. And then probably, most likely, they're mismatched, right? So I read the stuff in earlier. It said I needed the egg, the vanilla, and I went and took my wife's vanilla that she had right from Mexico when we were there on the Tupperware trip. So I'm putting the vanilla right in there, and that's that clear stuff. That's the good stuff there. So I'm gonna take my whipping mix, line it up, because there's teeth there in the back there. I'm gonna put it on the low setting. I'm just gonna mix up the liquid just a little bit. It's pretty smooth too, right? So just a few spins of that. So this is what this looks like so far. Okay. Now I'm going to put my cake mix in, and hopefully I don't do this like I did my lunch and drop it on the floor. That was hilarious. That's why I like doing lives, right? I don't like doing recorded stuff where you can go fix your mistakes. I like doing it live, so when I drop all this on the floor, right, we'll do a better job later. See, look, did you see that? I almost knocked it on the floor just now. Oh my God. Okay. Let me get this so where I won't knock it on the floor. I'm going to move this a little bit to the board here. Line it up. So if you guys are doing this at home, you'd already be preheating your oven, right? So in the comment section, if you have a electric oven or a gas oven, how long does it take to preheat the oven? So just put that in the comment section. So it says 30 seconds, and then change it. So I'm going to change it now to the high gear. And this is pretty simple. You just put your hand like this, and then you just turn it. So that's the high gear. Is pretty stiff. So that's pretty hard like that. But if I change to the easy gear, look at that. So I'm going to spin it a little bit just to get the batter off. Because what I want to do is I want to add some fruit. So that's what it looks like so far. Okay? So nice and creamy. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just fold in some raspberries that I have here. Just going to put a few raspberries in there. So it's like a nice summer berry cake. So just a few raspberries. And then I'm going to fold in some blueberries. Add some blueberries to that. Now this is probably going to do 2. I'm going to grab my spatula right here, because with this machine here, it does not hit the sides. Okay, guys. So it's not. So I know it doesn't hit the sides. So I'm going to go behind with the spatula and just make sure everything is from the side. Oh, that's so creamy. Oh yeah, so creamy. I know my daughters just started throwing up just now, and my wife. Yes, indeed, people. Yes, indeed. Okay. So we're out here in the RV, chilling. Notice I didn't put any butter in here or anything like that, right? So I have to be careful of how much I put in here. I want it to go all the way to the sides though, okay? Let me just move this around a little bit. Like I said, I've never done with gluten-free dough, so I don't know how this is gonna work out, so I'm being pretty careful. Now, if I wasn't on the camera, I'd have been mixed this up in light speed, okay? And be almost halfway to eating this by now. Just gonna add a little bit more. I hope it doesn't raise the roof off of the thing. So I'm just gonna stop right there just to be careful. Be on the safe side. Okay, just gonna make sure it's smoothing out there. Okay, so see that? Now I'm gonna put the lid on bake, right like this. And then we're gonna go in the microwave for 4 minutes. My microwave is down below, so hopefully this time I don't drop it. Okay, so that's centered. And this is like a dorm, this is the size of a dorm room microwave. So we have that in there. Just gonna clean this off a little bit there. We're gonna check this in 5 minutes, so you guys get to chill with me for 5 minutes, okay? So who we got out there? So yeah, so it's 5 minutes to preheat your oven, right, Carrie? Virginia, how long does it take you to preheat your oven? Because I'm telling you right now, if I weren't on camera right now, I just took the cake mix, put the stuff in real quick, had all that mixed up. And with a box mix like that, you're not making it from scratch. So I could already have that done and ready to pour into the MicroPro grill in 5 minutes, right? So the prep time on that is like 5 minutes because I don't have to preheat the oven. And I know, like I said, in my house, with my 2000 watt microwave, it would take me probably 5 minutes cook time on high. So this is the 900 watt. So I'm just gonna have to see what the cook time is on this. Plus it's gluten free. So I'm gonna be checking it periodically. But here's the good thing. You guys don't have to be on a whole 30-minute show to see what the end result is. And that's why I love cooking with Tupperware, because most recipes are finished in 30 minutes or less. So you can hardly go out and purchase something at a takeout and have it ready in 30 minutes, right? Because you're driving to the place usually, or you're having it delivered. And if you have it delivered, you know you're waiting 45 minutes to an hour. You already know that. So what have you guys had for supper? I know supper is over with. I don't know what time it is right now. Let's see. It is 8 o'clock. So it's 8 o'clock. We're gonna have some ice cream with this, some cherry ice cream with this cake as well. And then probably tomorrow, since it's getting up in the summertime, I'm probably gonna do a homemade blizzard. So I'll be using my chopper, my Power Chef, probably tomorrow, because we ran into some gluten-free Oreo cookies. So I'm gonna take my chopper tomorrow, chop up the Oreo cookies, and then add the ice cream, and we're gonna make a homemade blizzard. And I'll have to go all, hey Stace, and I'll have to go all the way to, my neighbors are passing by saying, Mr. TuppaLuva's, because they know I'm out here in the trailer doing that. So we have about 1.5 minutes, Microsoft minutes. We have about 1.5 minutes left on that. So who's all watching today? If you're out there watching, say hello. So Audrey is watching. How's it going, Audrey, from the States? Carrie is watching. Bridgenda's watching. So Audrey, I'm doing cake in the MicroPro grill. I'm going to look at the lid and see if it's... nope, it's still down. So far so good. So yeah, I'm a little nervous with this one, but I love doing the lives. I didn't think my niece, so shout out to Tammy, my niece, for getting me on the camera. I remember she came down from Mississauga area, and she says, Uncle Lee, you have to get on the YouTube and stuff like that. That's where it's at. And I was like, no, I don't think so. And she said, just stand there. And then she says, just do something. Miss was like, your lovely wife. Well, I'm glad I got 3 or 4 fans on there, so you guys can always pop in there, right? So I'm just gonna stop this now, because I'm curious of what it looks like, and I'm gonna make sure I don't drop it this time. Okay, so I didn't drop it, so that's good. So let's see what this looks like after 4 minutes. You're gonna see it with me in real time. Okay, so far it's not dying on us, so that's good. I just wanted to make sure to see how it looked. Okay, So we're good still, no big deal. Okay, so back in she goes. Hold on, let me just stop that. Okay, so I got that back in. So that needs probably another good 5-10 minutes or something like that. And like I said, I have this, I'm going to be uploading the videos on my YouTube channel. So I have a YouTube channel now called Mr. TuppaLuva's Adventures. You guys go see it or join my VIP group, one or the other, because our team is growing. Shout out to Caitlin Garneau and her new director, Donna Monroe. So Caitlin is under Sue, and she just promoted the director at Tupperware. So things are popping for us at Tupperware right now with the COVID. So if you guys haven't already, you know, instead of me cooking for me, let me do a party for you, right? And don't shy away from doing a party, because they're all on Facebook, so you don't have to think about, you know, getting your house clean or finding a babysitter or anything like that, right? So you guys put some stuff in the comment section. Oh, you know what? I can show you some products while I wait then. How about that? I'll just show you another new product while I'm here. I have everything in the sun going on here. So this is our newest product. It's in the front of our catalog. We got these last year at Jubilee. Tupperware has a Jubilee every year, and it's just like a big reunion. And they do a lot of training and stuff like that. So I hope a lot of my team go and do the virtual Jubilee. But they came out with this last year, and this is a spiralizer. So this is a handheld spiralizer. So I have its big brother right here. So here's the big spiralizer right here. And it goes on our Great Master system. So our Great Master system is, you get a base, and you can put different attachments like this on it. So we have a grater, we have a meat processor, like you can do your own sausages and stuff like that. We have the spiralizer, of course. And I saw in the catalog that they even have the juicer. So if you don't have the juicer, you know, yeah, exactly. I'll just say you don't need a babysitter, especially if you have children under 2 years old. So you can do your spiralizing with this if you have the big jobs, or if you just want to do something for yourself and make something very fancy on, you know, a garnish or something. You can just put it in here. You stick it on your blades, then you hold it and you just spin it. So that's our spiralizer. Okay, you guys have seen the whipping mix that I'm using tonight. So while we're waiting, I'll just show you the close-ups of it. So it has all the measurements on it. Like I said, perfect for pancakes, stuff like that. Mayonnaise, if you want to do your own mayo. It does a wonderful job with mayo. So it has a spout at the front, as you can see. And then, like I said, on the front there, it has 2 gears, right? So you have your high and low. Now this is on the catalog right now. This is something that I would definitely add to my collection for sure. So Sue and I have about 140 consultants under us, more in our organization. So we have a lot of people on our team. So if you don't have to get it from me, you can get it from someone on our team and support them too. I know, like right now, we have 3 people out there right now doing parties. So Jen Mayo, she's doing a party right now. Jacqueline is doing a party right now. And Linda and Nicole are doing a party. I smell this, so let me just pause for the calls right quick, because I smell it, so I want to just check it. Let me make this turn around just a little bit. So I don't want to grab the handle the wrong way, because it is hot. Now I don't want to drop it. Okay, so I made it up again, without dropping it. So let's see what this looks like so far. So like I said, I'm checking on this over and over again, because it's the first time I've done gluten-free in the MicroPro grill. So look at that, guys. So you see how it's starting to be brown? It's starting to brown already. You see that? So it's not done yet, but I can sure start to smell it, right? So remember I said I was very curious about how much dough I put in it because I didn't want it to be raising up the lid, because one time I was doing that at a show and opened up the microwave and the lid was literally like this high up, right? So that was like hilarious. Yeah, it's holding its form pretty good. But you see it's browning. That. Can you believe that that's browning in the microwave, folks? So probably a couple more minutes there. I'm glad that you guys are sticking with me. Woo, that's hot. Maybe I should get me an oven mitt, you know, since I have those. That's what my wife is probably saying now. Hey, Ernest, Mr. TuppaLuva's, Mr. I know everything about Tupperware. Maybe you should get yourself some oven mitts there, bro. Okay. Whoop. I almost had a disaster there. Yeah, so anyway, I'm putting it in for a couple more minutes to see what's happening there. So gotta go watching hockey here now. Can I have the recipe, please? Yeah, you sure can have the recipe, because it's an easy recipe. It's called a box recipe. I love it. Anyway, it's Betty Crocker gluten-free golden cake mix. I took some berries that we've had. I put these out in the trailer. We were supposed to travel 2 weeks ago. So these berries, these same berries here, I had to pull a couple out. But these berries have been in my RV for 2 weeks. Just so you know. If that was in your fridge in the house, you'd have already had to throw it away, I'm sure. Right? So tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a spiralized recipe. And I'm going to be using the stalk of broccoli. So I did not know that you can just shave the broccoli down and use the stalk of the broccoli to do spiralizing. So I'm going to be doing a dish tomorrow using the spiralizer. And using the broccoli there. So it's almost ready, guys, and I really appreciate you guys hanging in there, right? Like I said, I don't like to do the videos where the person starts and then they go off camera and then they come back and it looks like something that was airbrushed, right? I like for you guys to see it, just like when I dropped all my sausage today. I love for you guys to see the actual cooking and how it goes, right? And this is definitely not 45 minutes in the oven and heating up your whole house. My RV is very small. If I extend my arms, I can touch both sides of the RV. My head almost touched the ceiling. So this is a very small space, and what makes me laugh all the time now, since we're in the throes of COVID. Before COVID, I was always trying to book parties, and people would say to me, oh, well, I would love to book a party, but my place is so small, right? And I was like, all you need is me and 3 other people, and you can do a party. Now that we're on Facebook, it doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be doing the van life and just living out your van, right? So we could do a party with you for sure. Let's see if I can make this out a 3rd time without dropping it. And check on that. So I'm going to stick a fork in that, and well, not a fork, but what do they call it? Because it's starting to smell like it's about to burn, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to grab me a toothpick and do the old toothpick check. I think that's what they do. You take a toothpick and you stick it in and you see if it's good or something like that. Okay. So the ring is off there. So I'm going to let that, just checking it here. See what the other side looks like. So there you go, guys. Check that out. So that is cake from the microwave. So I'm gonna let that set. And oh yeah, so that's not even doughy. And it's brown on the top, you see that? So I'm gonna let that set, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of the, I might just leave it like that, because it came showing that it had chocolate icing, so I'm not gonna use the chocolate icing. But since I have enough for two, I'll ask Sue, does she want hers to just be like this? Or does she want me to add some of this cream cheese on it? Now, that might be an over thing, but not for me. So I have enough to make another one. So there you go, folks. So thank you for tuning in to Mr. TuppaLuva's RV Adventures. Oh yeah. Have a good night, folks. Okay, no icing for you. Okay, no problem.